Hey guys, welcome back to my colourful country life. Today I have something really special to share with you. This beautifully wrapped parcel just arrived from LOM Art, and inside is an advanced copy of Kerby Rosanes' The 10-Year Celebration. So this is his brand new 10th anniversary release, and I am so excited to be celebrating 10 years of Kerby. If you know me, you know I am one of Kerby's biggest fans. He is my favorite artist. Coloring his artwork is my comfort zone, my relaxation. I try to color in his books every month without fail, or I get withdrawal symptoms. So I'm really excited to be celebrating Kerby today. Now, my package did take quite a bit of a beating on its way here, as you might be able to see, but I'm hoping that the book is still in great shape when we open it up. Now, fingers crossed. I haven't peeked yet, so we're going to open this together, and this will be my first impressions. So, with the package came this card, which is printed on a thick cardstock. And on the back here, we have some artwork, which is from Fantomorphia. There's the Instagram link for LOM Art, which are Kerby's publishers. And I do have a colour along for the original version of this image here on the channel. Also, if you weren't aware, Fantomorphia and Geomorphia were originally printed as two separate books, and they've since been both added together to make one book, which is Wondermorphia. So if you hear me mention Fantomorphia or Geomorphia during this flip through, just know that all of those images are now found in the one book, which is called Wondermorphia. Okay, so on the front here, I believe this is the front cover of our book as well, and it is the same image as that one there. However, if you look closely, I can also spot some extra design elements from Mythomorphia, Mythic World. Yeah. So I think that's a lovely nod to his different series too. So you got both the Morphia and the World series included on that illustration. Okay, so this 10-year celebration book includes 80 pages of Kerby's favourite illustrations from both the Morphia and the World series. So from his first book, which was Animorphia, which was released in 2015, right up to Alien Worlds. Now, it also features 3 brand new illustrations, which were created just for this book release. And one of those is a pull-out gatefold at the back of the book. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. There's also a look inside his personal sketchbook, some never before seen photographs, and a full artist biography. So let's get into it, and I will unwrap this. Now, if you haven't already guessed, this is going to be a chatty video in celebration of Kerby. I will post a silent flip through up also, for people that prefer that instead. Actually, I might just add it on to the end of this video instead of having 2 different ones. So I'll pop up some timestamps in the video description if you'd like to skip ahead. Actually, I might just grab some scissors to cut that ribbon. Okay, now cross your fingers that this book is not damaged in any way. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that sticky tape comes undone really easily. All right, here we go. This is the back. It looks like it's in perfect condition, and it is. It wasn't damaged at all. A little bit bent on the corner here, but that's okay. Beautiful. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, here we go. So we have a black cover with all that shiny gold foiling. How pretty is that? Check out that shine. It's everywhere. Now, this is the UK version I have here. So it is both stitch and glue bound. And here is the back. We have a little blurb here and it says, celebrate 10 years of colouring the mind-blowing art of Kerby Rosanes. Revisit favourite pieces from the Morphia and Worlds series, explore exciting new commemorative designs and discover the artists behind the work with never-before-seen photography and exclusive sketchbook access. Kerby Rosanes' 10-year celebration is an exciting collector's edition that brings together the very best of this legendary artist. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, let's open her up. Oops. Oh, we have a French flap here. Oh, here we go. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a sneak peek of the new fold out, perhaps, illustration that's been included in the book. It's definitely part of one of the new illustrations. And it says here, I think I might be right. It's definitely one of the new ones. A breathtaking collection of the iconic works of superstar artist Kerby Rosanes, featuring awe-inspiring designs from his best-selling books over the last decade, alongside 3 brand new illustrations. This deluxe edition is a must-have for colouring fans old and new. At the back of the book is a specially designed commemorative gatefold piece, perfect to treasure and display. Oh, look at all these details. Okay, so we have the front cover again as the title page, which you can colour. And like I said, I do have a colour along for this page in my Fantomorphia playlist. Well, the original illustration. So if you wanted a guide or some inspiration, you could use the colour along and then colour the extra creatures in your own way. Okay, we have our nameplate double pages. This is from Worlds Within World. It's actually this double page spread here. One second, I've got my Worlds Within Worlds next to me. It's down the back here somewhere. Oops. Let's have a look. Where are you? I think I've missed it. There it is. It is actually this double page spread here that has been repurposed as our nameplate page and our publisher information pages too. I love the busy, fun illustrations that Kerby likes to include as his nameplate and his introduction pages in the front of his books. They're always so detailed and they always include elements that are found inside the book too. So I imagine this double page spread will be inside the book too. Now, as this is a compilation book, I will have a lot of colour alongs on my channel. I will try to mention them when possible in case you would like to follow along, but I won't tag them down below because there's not going to be enough room. I do have playlists on my channel for all of Kerby's books and you'll find the colour alongs in there. I have completed Worlds Within Worlds and Mythic World as full book colour alongs, so every page from both those books are on the channel as colour alongs. I'm also doing a full book colour along with Dark Fairy Tales, however that has not been included in the 10-year celebration edition. And we are also working through Mythomorphia on the channel as a project book, as well as working through a Fragile World earlier this year. So I think it was from about October last year to March this year, we were working on Fragile World as a project book. So there is plenty to choose from should anyone be looking to follow some colour alongs to complete the pages in this book. So the paper is white in colour. Have I got 2 pages? I have. It feels a little bit thicker than his normal pages. Yeah. Am I imagining that? No, it definitely feels a little bit thicker, especially like the last 2 or 3 books that we've had from Kerby. Okay, so we have a contents page. This is cool. So we've got an introduction, Kerby Rosanes' life so far. That's going to be an interesting read. Kerby works on so many inspiring projects. He's been involved in like ocean conservation. He had the Breath of Neptune project, which is one of a number of collaborations he's done with Pangea Seed Foundation, and that project focused on plastic pollution in our oceans. There was also Planet Coral, which was highlighting global warming. What else has he done? Oh, Message in a Bottle. That was another project focusing on the effects of plastic pollution in oceans and marine life. And of course, we can't forget Fragile World, where the royalties from the sale of his books were going to the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation. So it is a beautiful example of activism through art, sparking important conversations through creativity. This is one thing I've always admired about Kerby. He uses his art not just to inspire creativity, but also to raise awareness. Okay, so I warned you, this was going to be a chatty video, guys, so be prepared. Where were we? Okay, so sketches, inks, and doodles. We've got Kerby's sketchbook pages. Kerby's imagination is out of this world, so I can't wait to see what he's included here. And then we have an explosion of colour, which is artwork coloured by his fans. He typically includes a few colorist pages at the beginning of his compilation books, so you can get some inspiration. Then we have a celebration in colouring. So these are our new images to colour. I can't wait to see what these are. And then we have each of his books listed in sections. I actually love that they've done it in sections, so it's easy to see which book it's from if you're not familiar with all of Kerby's works. And it looks like, yeah, they're actually listed in book release order, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be flipping through a timeline of his illustrations and seeing how his colouring has evolved over the years from book to book. And then, of course, at the end, we have the celebratory gatefold art. That's one of the parts I'm most excited for. Okay, so we have our intro here. Celebrate 10 years of colouring with me. To celebrate 10 years of publishing my own colouring books, spanning a decade of inspiration, ideas, and imagination, I've handpicked some of my favourite designs from the Morphia and Worlds series for you to colour. As a one-off edition, I've also chosen some pages from my sketchbook to give an insight into how these colouring designs are created and shared a bit about my artistic journey too. Throughout the last decade, one thing has remained constant. Each and every intricate drawing has been handcrafted with passion and imagination to provide plenty of details to immerse yourself in as you colour. This book also features a specially designed gatefold piece to mark this special anniversary. I hope you enjoy colouring these designs as much as I've enjoyed creating them. Kerby Rosanes. And then he's got this little signature at the bottom here. Okay. We have Kerby's life so far. Now, I'm not going to read this to you. I'll leave that for you to peruse when you get your copy. And I'll have a good read of mine after this video too. I can see the jaguar here from Fragile World. Oh, and this picture here is Heart of the Sea. This was another collab that he did. And if I recall correctly, the message of this illustration was to symbolize the need for us as humans to intervene to save the coral reefs. Wonderful. Okay, oh, this is the Breath of Neptune project I mentioned earlier. Now, this image I don't recall seeing before. It's the Moai from Easter Island. And it's got some little bunnies underneath, I guess, for the Easter Island symbolization. Here are a list of all the Morphia books, I think. Are they all the Morphia ones? Yeah, they're all Morphia ones in different languages. Actually, is it all Animorphia? I think, oh no, I can see Colormorphia. Imagimorphia. I thought it was all Animorphia in different languages then. Very cool. Okay, now we're into the sketches, inks, and doodles section. Pages from the artist's personal sketchbook, secret doodles, beautiful sketches, and works in progress. I actually love this skull. It looks like it's all toadstools. Actually, even the eyeball is a toadstool, like on a side. That's actually really cool. This page too. Is it like a squid, octopus kind of shape, her outfit, like this? She's got little faces that kind of look like little gnomes as well. I love how in the background we have different phases from the sketching process. Now, I know these weren't included as colouring pages, but you most definitely could colour them. I might have to get a second copy, one as a keepsake and one to colour all of these little things. Very cool. We have an owl and a lion. Look at the details. This is amazing. I don't know how Kerby does it. His talent is limitless, absolutely limitless. We got the eyeballs here, so it doesn't have a face on the owl, but the eyeballs are here. Now I haven't cracked my spine yet, so can't get right into there, but this is fantastic. Oh, I love that. I would actually love to colour that, the owl with the book. Amazing. I've got 2 pages. I do think the paper is thicker because I keep picking up 2 pages instead of 1. Look at this. This is awesome. I could really colour this. I definitely want to colour this. I love how Kerby uses unexpected elements to completely reimagine his subjects. And now I want to colour a dinosaur created from a toadstool world. Now that is a sentence you do not hear every day. It kind of reminds me of the skull actually, because the skull was made with toadstools as well. So I wonder if this is from the same era. But imagine colouring this. You've got the dinosaur, which would really stand out, and he's chasing this little guy, but then you've got these mushrooms that are kind of greyed out in the background. I think it would make like a beautiful sort of forestry background, although you've got these floating little objects here, but that'd be so cool to colour. Oh, I love this. That is fantastic. This needs to make into a colouring book. This needs to come in a colouring book. Actually, you know what? I would love a colouring book where all the different animals and stuff are just made out of toadstools. I really do love colouring toadstools. Okay, so we are up to the fan pages. So what does it say? An explosion of colour, a selection of pieces coloured by Kerby's fans. These show-stopping designs showcase a variety of colouring techniques and styles. They've been hand-picked to inspire creativity and celebrate the skills of a selection of super talented colorists. Look at the glow and these light reflections on the Pegasus. This is amazing. Look how beautifully coloured it is. I love how they've done the clouds as well. They kind of look electric. This one's from Mythomorphia too. So Kerby has chosen to highlight a bunch of colorists from the community, sharing not only their coloured versions of his work, but he also writes a short paragraph about each one, which I think is a lovely touch. This is something he does include in all of his compilation books, and he's even included their Instagram handles. So if something really inspires you, you can go check them out. And oh, hang on, wait, what? Oh my god, my heart is beating out of my chest right now. That's my name, guys. I'm lost for words. I did not know this was going to be here. I'm actually getting a bit emotional. I had no idea. No one mentioned anything to me. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Okay, I think I've composed myself. Honestly, this was such a surprise. I am so over the moon right now. No, I haven't composed myself 1 second. Okay, all right. So my hands are shaking. So if you're wondering how I could possibly not have known about this, sorry, I'm just reading it. The page he has included, I'm pretty sure it's my page that was also featured in the World of Colour compilation book. So Kerby had purchased the rights to use my coloured page, and I signed a contract allowing him to use the image as he wishes. But this never crossed my mind. I did not expect this at all. I did know he was including fan pages, but I hadn't heard anything, so I didn't know that my page was going to be in here. To be included in a celebration like this. Oh gosh. Okay, why am I being such a sook? To be included in a celebration like this among so many talented colorists and to have my work acknowledged by Kerby, I'm genuinely lost for words. Okay. Let's see what he's written. Okay. Interstellar Innovation, coloured by Karen Stavala. That is me, aka My Colourful Country Life. So here, a dramatically radiant finish has been achieved by using an explosively bright palette for the outer space elements, contrasted with rich enveloping greens and blues for the earth, expertly shaded to give a three-dimensional effect. Okay, so the page Kerby has featured of mine is from Worlds Within Worlds, and if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll probably know just how much that book means to me. Worlds Within Worlds was the first full book colour along I ever did here on YouTube, and it's actually what launched my Colourful Country life all the way back in February of 2020. And for the longest time, my channel focused almost entirely on that book. Actually, it took me just over 2 years, so basically for 2 years. And even now I am still completing full book colour alongs, especially in Kerby's books. So to not only have one of my coloured pages included, but for it to be from that book in particular, the one that started everything for me, and to see it here in his 10-year celebration edition, I am honestly on cloud 9. My day is made. I thought I was excited when I saw my page in World of Colour, but this is next level. Okay, before I get too emotional again, let's go through and look at all the coloured fan pages together. Okay, so we've got the Pegasus here from Mythomorphia. Absolutely beautiful. It looks electrical. It looks like it's in an electrical storm, like a lightning storm. Okay, this page here, have I grabbed one? Yes. This page here is from Animorphia. This is so fun and playful, this rainbow colour palette. And this was actually featured, I believe, on the front cover for Morphia, the compilation book. This is gorgeous. I love this one. This one is from Mythic World. So beautiful. The colorist has really brought this page to life. I love the colors they've used, and look how fiery this looks. In the glow of the fire coming off here and over here too. Who colored this one? What is it? This one? Ash color with LH? Yeah, that's that one there, the third one. That is beautiful. Very inspiring. Okay, this one is from Fantomorphia, and this one is from Worlds Within Worlds. This is also featured as the coloured cover image from Colour Universe. I can't even speak English today. This is the coloured cover image for Colour Universe, which is another compilation book. I love how the colour palettes match. Stunning use of gradients on both of these pages too. And it says purple to red to orange colours. Beautiful. And then there's mine. So like I mentioned, this page is originally from Worlds Within Worlds, and it was also featured in World of Colour. I am so thrilled Kerby likes it and has included it again. Let me show you the page in World of Colour and what Kerby wrote back then. So one sec. This is World of Colour. My kids pick this up every time we go into Kmart because they can see my coloured page. And this is what he wrote. And so interstellar innovation. Oh, he named it the same thing here. Creating a cosmic glow. Using a combination of intricate shading and masterful blending, this colorist has created a striking light that radiates off the page. The explosion of starry detail added to the rich dark background using a white gel pen makes for a truly dynamic and awe-inspiring celestial scene. A glowing effect is used around the Earth and Moon to suggest their shining atmospheres. The same technique is used to surround the underwater elements in nebula-like swaths of neon pinks, blues, and oranges, and as if they are racing towards Earth within magical interstellar clouds. To contrast with the bright, otherworldly tones in outer space, the colorist has chosen a softer, more natural palette for the earthly elements. They have used rich greens and azure blues going into darker navy shades for the Earth's surface, and depicted the comet in the colors of the Great Barrier Reef. These hues in complementary shades of pink, green, orange and blue work with the surrounding bold neon shades to create a colourful feast for the eyes. The fiery head of the mystical meteor has been coloured in a punchy bright yellow, capturing the drama of a burning meteor blazing through the cosmos. Using black and navy tones for the deep background of space ensures these colourful elements zing into life and jump off the page with dazzling vibrancy. Okay, and I have to show you the original, guys. I'm so excited. Okay, here's my Worlds Within Worlds. I've covered it in plastic because it got a bit of a beating over the 2 years colouring it. Now, I haven't flipped through this book for quite some time. I do believe this page is down the front. There we are. That is it. That is the original. And there is actually a completed book flip through up on my channel for this book. It is in my Worlds Within Worlds playlist. There's also one for Mythic World too. Okay, so that is my coloured page. I am absolutely on a high right now. Okay, oh, look at this one. This page is amazing. I love everything about this page. Look at the colours from the sky and how it's brought down and reflected in the water. The water has so much movement. I've seen this coloured page before, actually. I think I may have seen all of these fan pages before. So he must have included ones that have already been featured in past compilation books, I think. I definitely recall seeing this one before because I absolutely love this page. I love the movement in the water, all the colours. It's so pretty. The sky is amazing. I wonder what they used. Let's have a quick look. Tropical turtle, colouring with Vicky. It doesn't say, but I'm sure if you go and check out her social media, it might have some information on it there. But that is gorgeous. Okay, this double page is from Imagimorphia. Beautiful colours. Okay, let's make sure we're only getting one. Tutankhamun, this page is also from Imagimorphia, and this is the Sumatran tiger from Fragile World, and I just saw that in World of Colour as well too, so pretty sure they are all fan pages previously published in the compilation books. Love the colour palette on this page, and it matches this page too. Beautiful, beautifully coloured. Okay, and now we have this one here, which is from Animorphia, I think. Oh, look, it looks like it's got this beautiful speckled gold background too. So pretty. Beautiful. Okay, a celebration in colouring. Here we go. 3 breathtaking new illustrations to colour. These new pieces have been created by Kerby to celebrate the books that have inspired the imaginations of colourists around the world. The first double-page design draws on the most iconic imagery from the Morphia series. The intricate detailing and doodle-style art captures all of the magic of the original books. The second design is inspired by the World series and reveals the fantasy realms inside Kerby's creative imagination. Turn to the back of the book for a special double-page gatefold piece designed to showcase the evolution of the artist's work over the past 10 years. Okie dokie. Are we ready? Let's have a look at these new pages. So this is from the Morphia series. Oh, look at this. Okay. Look at all the details. I'm immediately seeing snippets of images from the different books. I love the composition of these pages. We've got the tiger and the dragon in a head-to-head battle. The eagle here front and center. And it looks as though the eagle's wings are doubling as waves, perhaps. Yeah. We've got this ship on top of the eagle's back, And then we've got the polar bear coming out here. So it's kind of like waves, and it goes around in this sort of whirlpool design. You can see the waves coming up here too. This is beautiful. I'm already looking at this page trying to figure out how I would colour it. Should this be our first page in this book, our first colour along? I really want to start off with one of his new pages. Let's wait and see what else is included first, but this is stunning. So this is, yeah, so that's that. So I wonder what the gatefold pull-out's going to be. Oh, I've got to sit here and stare at this all day. I'm just looking at all the details. I can't wait to colour this. This is going to take a long time, but it needs to. You just got to sit there and enjoy every moment with all this beautiful intricacy. Look at the candles down here. Gorgeous. This is fabulous. Okay, so our next one is going to be a new page. Look, gosh, I love this one too. You know what? You know what's really cool? The new double page spread we just saw, which was based on the Morphia series, it was put together in a way that mimics his older style, and the composition of this page definitely fits into the style of the World series. It's making me think of, I've got Worlds Within Worlds here still, some of the way the designs were made. I think it was some of the last ones. Like here, this kind of like composition. There's another one in this book too that's like that. See if I can find it. Oh, that one there. It's giving me those type of vibes. And I think there's one in Alien Worlds like that too. Look at the details. Oh. It looks like it maybe, is it sectioned off for the different books? Either that, or maybe it's like a crack in a screen. It kind of looks like someone has thrown a skull through this way and cracked it. So hang on a second. We have, how many World Series books are there? Now I know Dark Fairy Tales, his last book, was not included. So we've got Worlds Within Worlds, and then came a Fragile World, then Mythic World, and then Alien World. Yeah, so there's 4 included. We don't have 4 sections. Just looking to see what I can see on the page. So many details. That's from Worlds Within Worlds. We've got Fragile World down here. Worlds Within Worlds. What's that one there? That's Worlds Within Worlds too. I can see Alien Worlds. That's the Thousand Tooth Terror. Wait, hang on. That looks like it's from Dark Fairy Tales. Or is it in World? Oh, actually Mythic World maybe. Is it in Mythic World? It looks like something out of Dark Fairy Tales. And that looks like it's from Mythomorphia. I'm sure that's from Mythomorphia. Are you meant to be here? I don't know if you're meant to be here. I was trying to think if that's from another book, but I'm sure I've seen that in Mythomorphia. I'm trying to think, but I can't. I can only picture that page from Mythomorphia that looks like that. I'll pop it up on the screen if I remember to. That one here. It could be from, like, I know Dark Fairy Tales was not meant to be included, but maybe he has included it here. Or is that, just trying to think back to Mythic World. Lots of Alien Worlds things up here too. The more you look at it, the more you can see. So, another possibility for our first colour along. What do you think, guys? So far we have the Morphia one. That is amazing. The intricacy. And then we have the Worlds series new page. I can't stop staring at it. I can't stop. So there are two of our options, and we still have the gatefold to go at the back as well. Okay, so now we are on to the colouring compilation pages, and we're starting with Animorphia here. I love this image. I haven't coloured this page yet. I actually haven't coloured a lot in Animorphia. I only started colouring in it last year for the very first time. It has been sitting on my shelf for a long time until I picked it up. So there's still lots of pages in there that I need to get to. I did have it put to the side for a very long time, mostly due to all the doodles. But as soon as I started colouring in it, I found a whole new love and respect for that book. And there are some really cool images in it. So this is beautiful. Oh, look at this. We've got one of those little ghosty doodles, and it looks like it's wearing one of the wolf costumes, trying to disguise itself so it can go running with the wolves. That's actually really cute. I've never noticed that before. Okay, these swans, these are really cool as well. Kerby's chosen some fantastic pages to include from this book. These are all pages that I would like to colour. And look at this tiger. Look at his face. I love the realism that we have on some of Kerby's animals. He's just such an amazing artist. And I love with this page, we've got the realism here. And like a lot of the pages in Animorphia, it then kind of morphs into these cute little doodles. Okay, now these I have coloured. Now this wasn't a colour along, I don't think, but I remember having so much fun with these pages. And I think this is actually one of the pages that helped me find my love for this book as well. And that is cute. That was one of the fan coloured pages from the front as well. Okay, now we have Imagimorphia. I think this might be my least coloured in Kerby book. But look at this tiger though. Wait, is it a tiger? I think it's a leopard. It's got spots, not stripes. I really do love the way Kerby draws his animals, especially his big cats too. And he draws them a lot as well. Look at the little seal coming up to his face. So I'm not a huge fan of colouring metals and steampunk. I do prefer a bold, vibrant palette. But this skull here is one I've always been drawn to, and I've always wanted to colour this one. Now these are two pages I would absolutely love to colour. They're both fabulous, especially the anchor. I feel like I want to colour this as sort of like a rusty metal. These would both be really fun to colour. This is fabulous. I love the details in Kerby's books. You can just have hours and hours of fun. It looks like there's a war brewing and these dragons are heading an army that's come to storm the castle. And you know, since I started working in Animorphia, I'm really not that opposed to the doodles that Kerby adds to his pages anymore. They really don't bother me now that I've worked out my approach on how to colour them. These are both great too. It's been a while since I've pulled out Imagimorphia, and this is making me think I need to have a flip through again and pick some pages to colour. This is a fun one. I love colouring my underwater or ocean themed pages, so I think that would be really fun to colour too. So many pages I want to colour, but so little time to do so, and I think that's likely a problem we can all relate to. Okay, we're on to Mythomorphia, one of my favourites and our current project book on the channel. I'm curious to see what Kerby has chosen from this book. I wonder what his thought process was when he was picking out these pages. It'd be like being asked to choose your favourite child. I don't know how he does it. Yeah, is that what I was thinking of from the Mythomorphia at the beginning? I think there's another one. You know, where was it? The one that's not meant to be there? No, that's not. Oh, no, that's not it at all. Maybe that's what I was thinking of though. Okay, so this is actually on my list to get to, hopefully, as part of our project book. As is this. I almost actually colored this one last month. I have so many different color schemes going through my head for how to tackle this page. And I also love that so many Mythomorphia pages are double page spreads too, because we have so much fun, hours of fun in this book. And these are two of my favorites from that book as well. Like I said, I love coloring underwater themes, so I'm just trying to picture what colors I'll be using. I think like beautiful light aquas for the water. And then you've got some golden colors here. And maybe, I don't know. Oh, we've got like a mermaid tail. Oh, they're both, yep. Some really fun gradients with those tails. Oh, and the green man, I've always thought it would be fun to colour him in autumnal colours instead of greens. Whenever I look at this page, I just think autumnal with the nuts and the leaf shapes. Yeah. Okay, now on to Fantomorphia. Now, Fantomorphia is not my favourite of Kerby's books. But there are still some pages in here that I'd love to colour still. So let's see what's been included. Okay, first one, I adore this illustration. This is a page I have always wanted to colour, but I've seen so many people colour him and colour him with a blue hat, and I just cannot unsee it, which makes it hard to picture it in my head with different colours. That's probably the main reason why I've never coloured it, because I look at this page and I see it as a blue hat. It's just always going to be a blue hat. So I haven't coloured this page yet, but it is fabulous. And like I said, I'm not a huge steampunk kind of fan, but I really do love that page. Now this picture here, it makes me think of the Moonstone Palace from Akatar, and I would love to colour this with that in mind for my colour palette. Very cool. And this one is a colour along up on the channel. Is this cut off? 1 second. Okay, no, it's not. I just had to go grab my book and double check. I thought for a second there that the top, oh, well, hang on. It is a little bit, because you can see the top of that metal cog and you can't see it there. And even the tops of these flowers. So it has been enlarged a little bit. Yeah, can you see that? Let me move across. Can you see what I'm saying? I mean, the original picture is cut off too, but yeah. Now, one of the reasons people weren't actually too happy with Fantomorphia when it was released is it is a smaller book. As you can see, it's quite thin and it's a single-sided book. But a lot of the images did feel cut off. Now this one here, I think it could have been shrunk, so we could have got the top of that image in. But this is another good example. So we have half of the wolf here. I think it would have been such a wonderful double page spread if the entire wolf was included, like a beautiful double page spread. I think it's amazing, but I would love to have had the back of the wolf too. And it, like, you've got all these beautiful flames. It would have been a stunning page. Okay, and we've got this peacock here, and then this metallic dragon. I have coloured this page. I know it features in my how to lay your pencils for beginners video, but I can't recall if it's a colour along. I don't think it was. But I definitely did film parts of it for my how to layer pencils video. Okay, then we have the owl with the deck of cards, and now we're into Geomorphia. Now, Geomorphia was actually my very first introduction to Kerby Rosanes. This book was given to me as a gift, and at the time I had not heard of Kerby Rosanes before. This was a gift at Christmas of 2019, and I clearly got addicted, and started my channel 2 months later with a full book color along in Worlds Within Worlds. So it did not take long for me to get addicted to this book and to Kerby's work. And we've got the polar bear here and an elephant. I actually think this book is so underrated. I know it was another one of the thin single-sided books like Fantomorphia, but the illustrations are fantastic. It might be my second favorite Morphia series book, I think, after Mythomorphia. But this one as well, I reckon this would have been really cool as double page spread too. Yeah. These 2 pages I've actually coloured. Also, these 2 pages, actually the Kraken here was my very first page coloured in this book, and the giraffes are the last page I've coloured so far in this book, and I think they might be a colour along actually. It'll be up in the playlist if it is, but yeah, my first page coloured in this book and my last to date coloured. And then we have these volcanic wolves here. Beautiful. Okay, and on to my all-time favourite Kerby book, and the book that started my channel, Worlds Within Worlds. I absolutely love the concept of this book. One day I might go back and colour a second copy of one of the illustrations just to see how much my style has grown over the years. When I completed this book, I did it with only Prismacolor pencils, and that also includes the backgrounds. I think near the end I may have done the odd Posca background perhaps, and also some really early distress ink work, but for the most part it is 99.9% only Prismacolor pencils. But yeah, I'd love to give one of these pages a go again now that we're like 5 years down the track, and see how my colouring style has changed a bit. Beautiful. I love these pages. I would actually love to see Kerby make a sequel to this book. Now this Dragon's Eye page here, this one and the Waterfall library page also from Worlds Within Worlds are my most recreated colour alongs from this book. This one especially. I love these images, and these 2 as well. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can't get enough of this book. So we finished off Worlds Within Worlds. We've got this eagle holding onto this orb with the city encased in it. Kerby's imagination is just off the charts. It really is. I love it. Okay, so we're into Fragile World. Now I know a lot of people have this as their favourite book, and this is one I have always wanted to colour but have never gotten around to it. It is the perfect wintry page, and I love that he's also brought some sort of Worlds Within Worlds magic across to this book too. You've got this snow leopard seemingly carved out of the mountain here. You've got like the bushes and stuff are growing off him, so you know his tail is here but it turns into the rocks, and same with his legs. I love it. Absolutely love it. I will colour this page one day. The tiger and the bee. I haven't coloured either of these pages yet either. I do love that tiger page though. Such a beautiful book, and for such a beautiful cause as well. Now this page here, I love this page still. The mandrill was the first page I coloured in this book when it was sent out to me, and it's a colour along up on the channel. I have seen quite a few people recreate my colour along for this page too. It's still one of my favourite pages from that book. He's just beautiful. He's so beautiful. Mythic World, another favourite book of mine, and like I mentioned earlier, I have completed the whole book as colour alongs. So we have Atlas and our moon goddess here and her rabbit. And this one I actually really enjoyed colouring, the werewolf and the strigoi. Beautiful. Then we have the drook and the obsidian butterfly, the It's Papillotto, I think it's called. Beautiful. And then we've got Mummy Water. And now we're on to Alien Worlds. Okay. Oh, see, I love this double page spread. I would love to colour this one day too. I can picture the little spaceships here just kind of whirring around, and also like the beeping of the machinery and stuff like that. And then maybe like the glass dome where you can see the galaxy through it. I can actually hear this page and see it moving in my mind. It's like something out of a cartoon in my head. I can see it coloured and there's spaceships moving around and all the sounds. Beautiful. This is such a fun book. So we've got some alien creatures. I'm pretty sure I saw him on the new page focusing on the Worlds series. Oh, I love this page. Another one I'd love to colour one day. And this one too. This creature's really cool. And then we have this spaceship. It actually reminds me of something out of Wildegorn by Jamie Courtier, the style of the spaceship here. Okay, now we have come to our Gatefold Pull-Out, our last of our new images. And we'll slide this to the side. Okay, are we ready? Let's do it. Okay. Look at that. Wow, this is fabulous. Make sure I got it all on the screen. There we go. What an amazing image to celebrate 10 years of Kerby. Now, I'm not sure if this is all the images coming out of like Kerby's imagination and whirling around and landing into the book, or vice versa. It's all coming out of the book here. And we've got Kerby's signature on the front of the book too, which is a really cool little addition there. I'm just looking at all these details. This is amazing. We have a mix of doodles and bits of elements from all of his books. Wow. Oh my gosh. Trying to think in my head of what kind of colour palette to use. I can see Fragile World, Worlds Within Worlds. I've seen Mythic World. Beautiful. This is really cool. I could get lost and sit here and stare at this all day. What a way to finish off this book. And also, this page is perforated too, so you can remove it to colour if you wish, and you could frame it. There you go, you can see it better there, the perforation. Now, I don't tend to pull any pages from my book, so when I colour this page, I will likely colour it whilst it's still in here. So now I have a very important question for you all. Which of the new illustrations should we colour first? We've got this one here, and let's close that one up and have a look back at the other two, which were this one, which focuses on the World series, or this one focusing on the Morphia series. I can't choose. I do really love this double page spread though. I think this is the one I'm most drawn to. I think this one or the other double page spread. Of course, I've got to pick the most intricate one, don't I? The one that's going to take me so long to colour. Which one? Do you guys want to do colour along? First of all, maybe you guys don't want to do a colour along. Do you want to do one? And if so, which page? Okay. All right, guys, so there you have it. This is Kerby Rosanes, the 10-year celebration. What a beautiful collection of his work, and such a special way to reflect on the journey that he has taken us all on over the last decade. I am still really shocked and honoured and feel very privileged to have been included, and it really means the world to me. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I will get emotional again. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So this book is officially released on October 9th in the UK and October 7th, I believe, in the US. I will leave Amazon purchase links in the description below for those of you who would also like to grab a copy. I think I'm going to go and grab myself a second copy. Now do keep in mind that the US edition has a different cover. So the UK edition is black and gold and the US edition is quite colourful, I believe. But both have the same interior content. So if you would like to join me in colouring a page from this book, let me know which of the 3 new pages you'd love to see first as a colour along. I think starting with one of those new pages will be the perfect way to mark this celebration. And for those of you who have made it all the way to the end of this video, as always, thank you so much for watching and spending this time with me today to celebrate Kerby. If you enjoyed this flip through, please consider giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to check the description for playlists, color alongs, and all of the links mentioned today. And I will insert a quick flip through now to some music. So take care, happy coloring, and I'll see you all very soon.